If you say that you're attracted to light skins, that doesn't make you colorist because you don't want to date dark skins. Let's get started. First of all, colorist is someone who think their shade is superior to another shade. For example, if I was a light skin that say, "Oh, I'm better than all you dark skins," that's being colorist because I put my shade on a hierarchy. But if I was to say, hey, I'm a light skin and I think my shade is beautiful, I'm not colorist. Why? Because I didn't say anything to put down a dark skin. Nor do I have to say anything to lift up a dark skin or brown shade. So that being said, when someone says that they want to, they don't like they are attracted to light skins, that doesn't mean that they're colorists. So to go further, I feel like in the African American community, because that's a community I speak on in general, is that a lot of black women are who thinks this way are insecure due to the fact of how black men in the community put featurism, texturism, and I would say multi-ethnicity on a hierarchy, and because they've been told, like how I noticed how black men like kind of dangle their keys at dark black women. Like, if you don't do this for me, I'm gonna go after a white woman or something like that. I don't know. I feel as though because of like, how should I say it, they have deeper insecurities because of things they've seen, and because of that, I would say they dangle their keys because black men have put it in the community that they think that if you, as an individual, probably if you haven't met before, don't date like a dark-skinned black woman, ambiguous dark-skinned black woman, then you're seen as racist or colorist. And then when you do date a dark-skinned black woman, they praise you for it, which is really, really even weird. Because why are you praising me for me going to someone I love because I chose your because their shade is just like your shade? That is very much projection, and I noticed that especially like what's I call it, like with celebrities, like when they all of a sudden date like a black woman, or date like, especially if she's dark skinned, monoracial black woman, they gonna be like, oh my gosh guys, we won, you see these white men do white us and whatnot, or yeah, like we like that's weird, and that's projection, and it shows their deep-rooted insecurities, especially what's I call it, like it's kind of weird how you want to be choose and picked by someone that, like, why do you want to be pick and chosen? Go where you are loved, if that makes sense. And also too, it kind of shows like, even for us women, like if us women, we'd be like, oh, like for me, because I'm a light-skinned multiracial girl, if I was to be like, oh yeah, I prefer dating guys who are my phenotype, and then which has happened, where I was dragged through saying, oh, you don't like these dark black kings, you are colorist, how dare you, oh, we already know your kind are like that. That makes no sense. Why do you care about who I kind about? Why do you want me to choose people, guys who that's your phenotype? Why do you feel like you want to be chosen? You know what I'm saying? And I feel as though that's not answer enough. It's like, why does it harm you? What they do with their bedroom lives and do their relationship wise is really none of our business. It's really like, it really won't affect us or anything because that's their business. And that makes sense. And it's going to affect them. It is. Like, remember how that black guy who dated that white woman, how he was on Twitter or TikTok, he said, "Oh yeah, the white women do it best," and he's basically dragging black women and whatnot. And I don't even think black women, dark black women, ambiguous women even responded. And guess what? He's not here anymore on this earth, because I can't say the word. And yeah. Guess what? It didn't affect us. It affected him. So with that being said, whatever they do with their lives, that's their business. And then also too, what gets me is that they want to be pick and chosen so badly. They would go for a guy like Chris Brown. Chris Brown is a great example. What I mean by this. So Chris Brown, light skin, guy that a lot talk down about unambiguous monoracial black skinned women, saying how he likes light skins, he been saying all this colorist and texture stinks and whatnot, and then yet who are his main supporters? Dark skinned ambiguous black women. They even as far as trying to take pictures of him. It's almost like they want to be chosen by this dude. And even when they are with their type, like Rihanna, because Rihanna is an Exotical Barbie, they mistreat them. And we already know what he did to her, how he, I'm not going to say everything that happened, but you know what happened, how she was harmed in a way. And they was like, oh, well, we forgive him. Why are you guys trying to forgive him? You guys not even in a relationship with him. And it showed the projection of how they're like, how it's so deeper than a projection that they're the third wheel. Actually, they're the audience, and they feel like they're in the POV. And then on top of that, they still supporting this man, and also too, yeah, I just noticed that a lot when I see this topic arise. I'm like, there's such a hypocrisy, because you cannot get mad that how what's I call it, when people say how they have their type, and especially if they don't even say anything about you in general. Like, for example, if a guy was like, oh, well, I'm attracted to light skins, or I'm attracted to white women, or I'm attracted to Latinas, I'm attracted to Filipino women, and you over here like, oh my gosh, you don't like these black queens, you don't like these dark black queens and whatnot, and then yet you over here supporting R. Kelly, you're supporting Chris Brown, you guys supporting all these guys that basically dragged you through the mud, and you still want to get that praise and that recognition from them. Anyways, let me know, have you ever seen a hypocrisy? Have you ever got dragged through the mud because you say that how you like your phenotype, or you like something else? Like, let's say you don't even like a light skin, let's say you prefer white guys or whatever, or something like that, white girls, whatever, and you've been dragged through the mud. Let me know, because I have seen that so many times. I've seen the hypocrisy, and I feel as though it needs to be talked about. Anyways, bye, Exotical Barbies.